everybody. Doing a drink review here today of Poppy's Punch Pop Prebiotic Soda. This is I got this at Food Lion. What is it? It's just a fruit punch flavored soda. And I will be eating some grapes. A little change of pace from the usual stuff I'm eating on the channel. But, let's pop this open. Like I said, I got this at Food Lion. I saw it. I was like, I was looking for something to review. I was like, oh, there's one of those healthier sodas. It tastes like a fruit punch. It tastes like a diet fruit punch. It's not bad. It's just like it tastes like a diet fruit punch soda would taste like. This is a limited edition flavor. It's not bad. I'll give that a review. A score in a minute. I'm filming this Friday night. Today's Friday. I put up the Stromboli vid earlier today. This will be going up tomorrow, so a couple back-to-back eating videos. I am going to get something from Uber tomorrow, so you'll probably see another eating video. Maybe 3 in a row, maybe not. It all depends. I am going to be watching the Aston Villa Tottenham game is on USA Network here. 9 a.m. on Sunday. 9 a.m. East Coast, U.S. time. So it's what, 10, 11, 12, 2 p.m. over in England. I haven't seen a game since their third week one. Because there was some weeks that nobody played, and then there was just they were on Peacock and they weren't on USA Network, so. This is solid. It's a fruit punch flavored soda. It tastes like a diet soda because it only has like 5 calories in it. No, 30 calories, sorry, 5 sugars. 7 out of 10. It's decent. More expert reviews. As I said, I'm going to watch that on Sunday. That's one of the Sunday games. Old Flacco and the Bengals beat the Steelers on Thursday Night Football. I think it was 33-31. It was funny. Well, not funny, but kind of funny. I guess after the Steelers took the lead kind of late with a touchdown, Rodgers celebrated. I guess he was heading towards the sidelines. And I think one of the offensive tackles like kind of jumped on his back and kind of tackled him. And Rodgers got up. He was pissed. Understandably, too. It's like, dude, I think he's had broken collarbones in the past, right? He's broken his collarbone like twice, hasn't he, or some shit. But he was annoyed. Like, understandably, dude's over 40, or is he 40? I don't know, but he's at least 40. And he was just like, dude, like, really, bro? I don't need to be getting like a freaking career-ending injury because you jumped on my back. Let's see. Let's see what the score of the game is. Number 2 Miami is down 14-7 at the end of the first quarter in college football. Seattle and Toronto is tied 1-1 at this moment of this recording, in the bottom of the fifth. That's a 2-2 series, pivotal game 5. I gotta start doing the 2-3-2 format for these championship series. The Dodgers are up 3-0. They're gonna win. I think the Brewers might have like 3 runs in the series. And the Brewers have a good team. I think they have the best record in the league. But the Brewers are another one of those teams that just, they'll be good from time to time. They'll maybe get into a championship series. I think they made one maybe like 7-8 years ago or something. Maybe it was a little longer. But they can, it's like they can't break through when they have a good team. Like, I think if Seattle wins, it's their first World Series appearance, right? They've been around since about the late 70s, something like that. So they haven't, realistically, the city and be like, oh, they haven't been around that long. I mean, they've gone to, they lost the ALCS in what, 95? They lost to the Yankees. Did they lose to the Yankees twice? I know they lost to the Yankees. I think it was a 1 when the Mariners had the best league record in the league. The best record ever, actually, I think, in the regular season. Like 114 and 48 or something. I guess they lost to the Yankees twice because I think they lost to them in 2000 as well. They fielded good teams, the Mariners. Like, they were up 2-0 in this series, but now it's 2-2. They need to win this one because they're going back to, you don't want to have to go back to Toronto, even though you won the 2 games in Toronto in baseball. I feel like home field's a thing in every sport, but I feel like in baseball, like, if a pitcher's like ripping it up or something for the other team, it doesn't matter. And the rest of the football games are coming Sunday and then Monday. Probably watch a couple movies this weekend, a couple of my Blu-rays. What did I watch? I didn't watch. I put something on Amazon, I think. I forget what it was. I will be cutting the front lawn tomorrow. Well, today, when this video goes up, I'll be cutting it the day this video goes up. I got the front. I'm waiting every 2 weeks now. It's growing and it's not insanely overgrown or anything like that. And it won't be like one of those cuts where the lawnmower's jamming up every 10 minutes because it's so huge. But I'm waiting every 2 weeks now because the season's slowing down, so I'm not cutting every week. I got videos coming up. Obviously, I got to do the other part of the cover art tournament. I was gonna match this up with the cover art tournament video, but I was like, you know, it doesn't matter. I'd rather do it with grapes. I said I'm getting Uber tomorrow, something from Uber. I haven't decided what. And I'll do an eating video on that. I had turkey tacos tonight. I got a ham steak I gotta make. I've got some chicken cutlets I'm gonna make one of the nights. I think we do turkey tacos again next week. And maybe I will throw in a video game. I won't Gotta play that Silent Hill. I dropped $70+ on it, and I put up the video for the gameplay, and I haven't played it since. Like me not giving a shit about video. I'm getting to a point where it's like, man, maybe I'm just done. Or maybe it's like I'll be playing games few and far between. In fact, I'm getting more of an itch, if anything, and I still probably won't do it, to play the older stuff. And I'm not even talking like Xbox. I'm talking like the retro, Super Nintendo stuff, Genesis stuff, in particular, maybe some Nintendo 64. Because I have been looking at, actually, there's something else I was looking at. I'll mention in a second. I've been looking at Super Famicom games again on eBay. I do this from time to time. I picked up a bunch. You would have seen the pickup videos. The 2 times I was in New York, I went to Book Off and picked up Super Mario World, that Sailor Moon game, a Gomon game, Poppin' Twin B, Rainbow Bell Adventure, Super Mario Land, but that was for Game Boy. I don't know if I picked up another. Oh, Yoshi's Island. I don't think I'd gotten any other ones. That's but I keep forgetting. My fiance has the 3DS, and I'm like, man, I want to get A Link Between Worlds, Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. Always was interested in that one. Like back when I had a 2DS for a little bit. God, that was like, I think A Link Between Worlds was already out at that point, but that was back in 2016, like later 2016. I had that. Like, it's crazy. That was that long ago. It was literally like 9 years ago. That is just wild. Like, holy shit. Tempted maybe next week to take an Uber into town and go to the old antique stores. I haven't been to Antiques and Geeks. I haven't been to any of them in a little bit. I like them. I like those. I like going to those places. Just walking around. I kind of regret not picking these 2 things up in the Antique Collectors Mall one. That's the biggest of the 3. Although the Antiques and Geeks is pretty big too. But I didn't. They had an Olajuwon and Del Curry starting lineups, like the 88. I think I might have mentioned in the video. 88 ones, they're $10 each, which is, I mean, both of those sell for probably like 15 on eBay. It's not like, it's a deal, but it's not like an incredible deal. But I was like, you don't see those. You'll see starting lineups out in the wild, but usually not like the 88 ones. That was the first year they did them. Those things were huge when they came out. Huge, man. Like, and the first year especially, they cut down like almost, maybe 89 still had a bunch, but they cut down quickly on the amount of players they made. But they were huge at first. Like, I guess maybe they saw certain players didn't sell well, and they're like, we're not making another one of this player. Because I had a ton, my friends had a lot, like people in school. And when I came out, I was in elementary school at the time when they first started to come out. I guess I could have been 7th grade, 7th or, not 7th, 3rd or 4th grade when those came out. Depending on what point of the year they came out. I gotta try to conserve this last set. But, like if you look at the back of those, like a player from that year, they're having like a few teams, like in baseball, like the Blue Jays and the Expos got screwed. They only had like one apiece, a player apiece. But some team, I think the Mets had like 7 or 8. They were all over the place. Like some teams would have like 5, 6, 7, 8. A few would have 3. Like, but there was a ton of guys that first year. It was crazy. Like I said, I had mostly football and baseball. Hockey did not come into play until '93, and hockey maybe lasted like 7 years. I had the Brett Hull, which I still have from back then. I had gotten that up, my friend and I, my mom and grandma. I think it was like before I went to 10th grade. We went up to Toronto and then Niagara Falls and stuff. I remember going to Hockey Hall of Fame and stuff like that. There's a fort up there. I can't remember what it's called. We went to, like I said, Niagara Falls. We went to a Blue Jays game. And then we came back, went to Niagara Falls, did that stuff. But there was a place I got a Griffey rookie starting lineup. And at the time, I paid $50 US for that. It was 57 Canadian. But they accepted US, so I paid 50 US. And I'm pretty sure I got the Hull there, too. I can't remember how much that was. Because that would have been 94 that we went up there. But, that was cool. Hockey Hall of Fame. It's called Toronto's a cool city. And then I've gotten hockey ones, in the last maybe 5 years now. But I had a lot of football, a lot of baseball. I did have some basketball. I still have my original Isaiah Thomas from '88. I found it in the garage in Massapequa when I was cleaning out the stuff to throw into the dumpster when my aunt was selling the house. And I opened this cabinet. I'm like, Isaiah Thomas, sweet, '88. And I was hoping there was more, but there wasn't. Because I know I definitely had some. Like I had a Magic Johnson, I believe a Bird, Ewing, Patrick Ewing. I don't think I had Jordan. Like I said, I didn't have a ton of basketball ones. I'm trying to think of some other players I might have had in basketball. Like a Barkley, maybe from then. I did have some later that I still was getting. I don't know why. Well, as I like him, but from like '94, when I would have been like 9th grade. And I still had them opened. And I ended up selling those like probably, I guess maybe like 15 years later. I had Barkley sealed '94. I think Dominique Wilkins on the Clippers, Sean Elliott, Stacey Augmon, Plastic Man. Plastic Man from out of nowhere. Yeah, these three are not. I don't like those three. Don't like the way they're looking. I'll ramble here for a few minutes, but I had a couple other ones, and there were some baseball ones from '94 too, like Eric Karros. I might have been JT Snow, but I think I can't remember. Because I also had some football ones still, and I sold those, and they actually did all right back then. I think they were worth more 15 years ago than they are now. There's some that are expensive as shit new. A lot of the Jordan ones are expensive, especially they're sealed. And a lot of, like, not a lot, but like certain players, like a good, maybe we'll say like a third of the ones from that first year that came out in '88 have really good value in like all the sports. Well, the three, like I said, hockey came later. Baseball, basketball, football, some of them, like there's some, and especially like random guys that did like not get another one that probably didn't sell well that year. Like some of them are worth, a couple, maybe $400 or $500 or something like that. Nothing too outrageous. Oh, that's pretty outrageous, but and those things back then were, I feel like they were like $6, $7 back then. They were treated like. I should grab one actually. Let me grab one real quickly. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna grab the '88 Isaiah Thomas. So it's still in good shape as well. This is '88 there. China. But These were like, they're like, I feel like they were at least like $6, $7, and like, back then, late '80s, it's expensive, like for a figure like this, but they were like considered like, a collector's thing. It's kind of interesting, but I like them. I still look at time to time. I have a couple others I need to open still and set up. I have Glenn Rice, Roberto Alomar, Warren Moon, and the Griffey still, but the bubble around the figure has been cracked open like for years. So, oh, excuse me. Yeah, I gotta actually look for some stuff to sell on eBay as well. It's been a bit. I haven't listed anything in a couple of, well, probably about 3 weeks now. But I mean, we went up to that cabin a couple of weeks ago, and then I just haven't gotten into a groove yet. I gotta look at the old games and see, what I wanna trim the fat of the collection. Yeah. Anything else? I don't know. I might do a page turning video again soon of the Tales from the Crypt. I've done like 2 or 3 probably of this thing, but it's that time of year. I might do it again. Tales from the Crypt, that big book I have, Tales from the Crypt. I did knock some. You probably heard I knocked some of those figures over. It's funny, like a lot of the ones I have over there, I did not have when I was a kid, except the Brett Hull and the Isaiah. The ones are actually the ones that I did have as a kid, and I still have. But a lot of all the other ones I bought within like the last 5 years is Doug Gilmour, Pavel Bure, Teemu Selanne, and Peter Bondra for hockey. Jake Plummer on the Cardinals, but I'm a Plummer fan when he came to the Broncos. Like 3 Terrell Davis ones. One's a college. Terry Porter on Portland, the Blazers. Dikembe Mutombo, Nuggets. I did not have either of them when I was a kid. And the hockey ones I didn't have any of besides the Hull. And those football ones are later ones. They're like 97, 98 figures. But anyway, that's just a drink review on this. 7 out of 10 on this poppy fruit punch soda. Pretty good. Tastes like a diet soda. It's not bad. And eating some grapes. But yeah, and rambling, obviously, as always. And thanks for checking